Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're counting down 20 TV shows that met their demise not because of poor ratings or declining viewership, but due to controversy that erupted behind the scenes or even on air. From beloved sitcoms to reality TV train wrecks, these shows were canceled after causing outrage, scandals, or moral debates. Some of these decisions shocked fans and left an indelible mark on television history. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and get ready for the top 20 TV shows canceled over controversy. 20. Roseanne. Roseanne was one of the highest-rated shows in television history, known for its honest portrayal of working-class families. However, after its revival in 2018, the show came to an abrupt end when Roseanne Barr tweeted racist comments about Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to President Obama. The tweet sparked immediate backlash, and within hours, ABC canceled the show despite its stellar ratings. The network's president called Barr's comments abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values. The decision was a major statement against racism in Hollywood, but it left millions of viewers stunned. The remaining cast continued with a spin-off called The Conners, though without Barr's involvement. 19. The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was once considered one of the greatest sitcoms, making Bill Cosby a household name and beloved TV father. However, the show's reputation took a nosedive after numerous women came forward with allegations of sexual assault against Cosby. Despite the show having ended in the 90s, reruns were still airing across multiple networks and streaming platforms. But as Cosby faced criminal charges and public backlash intensified, networks quickly removed The Cosby Show from their schedules. A once celebrated piece of American television was forever tarnished, as viewers and advertisers distanced themselves from the now infamous comedian. 18. 19. Kids and Counting. TLC's 19 Kids and Counting followed the devout Duggar family, who embraced a highly conservative Christian lifestyle. The show had a huge following, but in 2015 it was rocked by scandal when it was revealed that Josh Duggar, the eldest son, had molested several girls as a teenager, including some of his sisters. The public was horrified, especially since the family had tried to cover it up for years. TLC faced mounting pressure and swiftly canceled the show. While the Duggar family attempted to move forward with the spin-off Counting On, the stain of Josh's actions continued to haunt their public image. 17. Cops. For over 30 years, Cops was a fixture on television, showcasing police officers in action. However, the show faced increasing criticism over its portrayal of law enforcement, with many arguing that it glorified aggressive policing tactics and perpetuated racial stereotypes. After the George Floyd protests and the renewed focus on police brutality in 2020, Paramount Network decided to cancel Cops indefinitely. The decision came after years of backlash against the show's often problematic depiction of law enforcement, particularly when it came to race. 16. Live PD. Similar to Cops, Live PD followed police officers in real time as they responded to emergencies. The show became one of the highest-rated programs on cable. However, controversy erupted when it was revealed that the show had destroyed footage of a man dying in police custody. This revelation, paired with the nationwide protests in 2020, forced A&E to pull the plug on the show. Despite its popularity, Live PD faced growing criticism for its portrayal of law enforcement, and the decision to cancel was seen as a response to the larger societal reckoning with police conduct. 15. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo Hero was a pop culture phenomenon, following the outrageous antics of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson and her family. The show attracted millions of viewers, but it all came crashing down in 2014 when Mama June was discovered to be dating a convicted child molester. The revelation was too much for TLC, which swiftly canceled the show to avoid further backlash. Fans were left stunned by the abrupt ending, and Mama June's personal life continued to unravel in the public eye. 14. The Osbournes. The Osbournes offered viewers a glimpse into the chaotic life of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne and his family. While the show was a massive hit, it eventually fell apart due to various personal struggles within the family. Ozzy's addiction issues, combined with ongoing legal and health problems, made it difficult for the family to continue filming. Although it wasn't canceled due to public outcry, the mounting personal issues behind the scenes ultimately led to the show's end after 4 seasons. 13. The Jerry Springer Show. No show pushed the boundaries of tabloid TV quite like The Jerry Springer Show. With its chaotic brawls, shocking reveals, and often bizarre guests, the show thrived on controversy. However, after more than 25 years on air, the show's reputation for exploiting vulnerable people and encouraging on-screen violence led to growing criticism. By 2018, the cultural climate had shifted, and the show was finally canceled. Allegations surfaced that many of the outrageous confrontations were scripted, adding to the scandal. Although Jerry Springer's show had a loyal audience, it eventually became too problematic for modern television. 12. Kid Nation. Kid Nation was a reality show that attempted to answer the question, can children build a functional society without adult supervision? The concept was controversial from the start, as critics questioned the ethics of placing children in extreme situations for entertainment. Allegations of child endangerment and poor working conditions on set quickly followed. Some participants reported being injured or left unsupervised during dangerous activities. The backlash was swift, and after just 1 season, CBS canceled the show. Although it intrigued audiences, Kid Nation became an example of how far reality TV was willing to go for ratings, at the expense of ethics. 11. Married with Children. Married with Children was known for pushing the envelope with its raunchy and politically incorrect humor. The show centered around the dysfunctional Bundy family, who often found themselves in absurd and controversial situations. Though the show garnered a large fan base, it also attracted criticism from moral watchdog groups for its crude humor, sexual content, and negative portrayal of women. In the early 1990s, Married with Children was targeted by conservative activists, leading to boycotts and backlash. While the show was eventually canceled due to declining ratings, the controversies surrounding its content played a significant role in its downfall. 10. The Chappelle Show. Dave Chappelle's Show was a groundbreaking sketch comedy that took on race, politics, and pop culture in a way no other show dared to. It became an instant hit and cemented Chappelle as a comedic genius. However, behind the scenes, Chappelle became increasingly uncomfortable with how certain jokes were being received. He felt that some of his racially charged humor was being misinterpreted, especially by white audiences, and that the network was pushing him in directions that compromised his artistic integrity. Midway through the 3rd season, Chappelle walked away from the show, leaving Comedy Central with no choice but to cancel it. The sudden departure shocked fans and the entertainment industry, as Chappelle disappeared from the public eye for several years. 9. Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard was a beloved action comedy series that ran from the late 70s to the mid-80s. The show followed the adventures of the Duke family and their iconic car, the General Lee, which famously featured a Confederate flag on its roof. While the show was a massive success in its time, by 2015, public attitudes toward the Confederate flag had drastically shifted. Amid a renewed national conversation about race and symbols of the Confederacy, networks pulled the Dukes of Hazzard from their schedules due to the flag's prominent display. Though the show remained popular with certain fans, the Confederate imagery became too controversial for modern audiences. 8. The Real Housewives of DC. The Real Housewives franchise has seen its fair share of scandals, but none were as high profile as The Real Housewives of DC. The show followed the lives of wealthy women in Washington, D.C., and gained national attention when cast member Michele Salahi and her husband Tarek famously crashed a White House state dinner in 2009. The incident caused a major security breach, leading to an investigation by Congress. The public backlash against the Salahis and the negative attention surrounding the show forced Bravo to cancel The Real Housewives of D.C. after just one season. 7. All My Children. For decades, All My Children was a daytime television staple. However, in 2011, the show faced a massive controversy after a storyline involving the character Bianca Montgomery, one of the first openly lesbian characters on TV. Bianca's same-sex relationship was groundbreaking but also sparked backlash from conservative viewers and advocacy groups. ABC faced mounting pressure and criticism over the inclusion of LGBTQ+ storylines. While this wasn't the sole reason for the show's eventual cancellation, the controversy surrounding its progressive content contributed to its decline in viewership. 6. Scandal. Shonda Rhimes' Scandal became one of the most talked-about political dramas of the 2010s. However, by the time it reached its 7th season, the show's increasingly far-fetched storylines and depiction of Washington politics started to attract criticism. Fans and critics alike argued that Scandal had gone too far, especially in its portrayal of violent political conspiracies and corruption at the highest levels of government. Although it wasn't directly canceled due to a single controversy, the growing backlash against its extreme content and declining viewership led ABC to pull the plug after its 7th season. 5. The Secret Diary of a Call Girl. The Secret Diary of a Call Girl starred Billie Piper as a high-end escort living a double life. The show was known for its provocative subject matter and candid portrayal of the sex industry. While it received acclaim for its bold storytelling and Piper's performance, it also faced backlash from various groups concerned about its depiction of sex work. The controversy surrounding the show's perceived glamorization of prostitution and its impact on societal views of sex work led to its cancellation after 4 seasons. Critics argued that the show's portrayal was unrealistic and problematic, contributing to its end. 4. Nip Tuck. Nip Tuck was a trailblazing drama series that explored the world of plastic surgery with unflinching detail. The show was known for its provocative content, including graphic surgery scenes and controversial storylines. As the series progressed, the show faced increasing criticism for its sensationalism and for pushing boundaries in ways that many viewers found distasteful. Ratings declined, and by the time the show reached its 6th season, FX decided to end it. Despite its initial success and critical acclaim, the show's controversial content eventually led to its downfall. 3. The Big C. The Big C followed Kathy Jameson, a woman dealing with terminal cancer. The show was praised for its raw and emotional portrayal of illness, but it faced criticism for how it handled sensitive topics and its sometimes dark humor. Some viewers felt that the show's approach to cancer was too flippant or exploitative. The show's ratings fluctuated, and Showtime ultimately decided to end it after 4 seasons. While it had a dedicated fan base, the controversy over its handling of serious issues contributed to its cancellation. 2. The Jeremy Kyle Show. The Jeremy Kyle Show was a British talk show known for its sensationalist approach to personal conflicts and family issues. The show frequently featured guests with controversial and emotionally charged stories. In 2019, the show was canceled following the suicide of a guest, Stephen Diamond, who had appeared on the program. The tragic event brought scrutiny to the show's handling of vulnerable individuals and the pressures placed on participants. ITV faced intense criticism for the show's exploitation of guests, leading to its cancellation. 1. The Get Down. The Get Down was a Netflix series that depicted the rise of hip-hop in the 1970s. The show was praised for its vibrant portrayal of the era and its music, but faced significant issues behind the scenes. Production delays, budget overruns, and creative differences led to mounting problems. Despite a strong initial reception, these issues contributed to the show's cancellation after just one season. The cancellation was seen as a disappointment for fans who appreciated the show's innovative storytelling and visual style. And that concludes our countdown of the top 20 TV shows canceled over controversy. From dramatic cancellations to shows that stirred significant debates, these examples highlight how television can both reflect and shape societal values. Which show did you think faced the most intriguing or shocking controversy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. Don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.